Hi, welcome back to my channel. And in this one, I'm going to talk about is the twin flame, talk about your soulmate, and we're going to talk about kingdom spouse. They're so different because it's like if you don't have one, you're going to find another one. If you don't have your twin flame, you're going to get your soulmate. You only get one twin flame in a lifetime. So the twin flames are pretty rare. But the soulmate, anybody can be your soulmate. And I looked up kingdom spouse because, soulmate fucks up too. And it doesn't work out with the soulmate. So each connection that you have or that you make, if they fail you, you know? So then God will give you something even better. So a kingdom spouse is defined as a conventional union between a man and a woman who commit themselves to function in unison, like you become together, like you're one, like you're one under divine authority to in order to replicate God's image. So it's like you become one together, you become one, and you're doing good work together, doing God's work, and expand his rule in the world through both their individual and joint callings. So you don't have to be exactly the same as your as your partner, but you both come together to do God's will. That's a kingdom spouse. So I thought it was a beautiful meaning. But I'm gonna go into the twin flame. Twin flames, right? This is Twin flames are like the worst possible connection you could ever have. It's karmic. It's just terrible. It is not fun at all. Oof. But a twin flame is supposed to wake you up, and it's supposed to wake you up. You go through a spiritual awakening, you go through all the ups and downs. It's very karmic. Every relationship has something to teach us, and twin flames are often considered the ones that will teach us the most, the hardest lessons. Is you're gonna learn it by the person that you're supposed to be with. It's crazy. They treat you the worst. They do the worst things to you. Yet this is the one that you're supposed to be with. My ass. I don't want no twin flame. Anyway, meeting your twin flame is considered by some to be the most powerful soul encounter a person can experience. So we ask experts how to know when you found your twin flame, plus what to know about navigating the oftentimes tumultuous relationship. That means that it can be very heavy, like rocky, and it's just bad. It's a lot of bad black magic, a lot of outside influence. It's just a lot of, I don't know. It's just not good. It's just not good. Like the people involved, it's just a terrible experience, but it you can have a spiritual awakening because it's so bad. A twin flame is an intense soul connection with someone thought to be a person's other half, sometimes called a mirror soul. You mirror each other, like you have the same feelings, same emotions, you mirror each other. It's based on the idea that sometimes one soul gets split into two bodies. On the main characteristics of a twin flame relationships is that it will be both challenging and healing. This is due to the mirroring nature of a twin flame. They show you the deepest insecurities, fears, and shadows, but also help you overcome them, and vice versa. Your twin flame will be equally affected by you. I think I have grown so much, I have healed so much, I have evolved so much that dealing with an insecure man, someone that's not confident in himself, I don't have time. I just don't have the time to sit there and go through these motions with a partner. Like, I'm happy by myself. But 11 signs you found your twin flame. When you meet, there's instant recognition. You encounter your twin flame. Meeting twin flame often feels like home. They feel familiar, an undeniably intense bond as though you have known them before, even though you never met before. It feels like you've known them. You're very similar. You have similar ways, similar characteristics. You and your twin flame may find that you have a lot in common as far as values, past experiences, and interests. Both you will find that your past story has a lot of coincidences and similar experiences. You complement each other. In those areas that aren't similar, you'll find your differences complement each other, almost like yin and yang. You balance each other out. Their shadow, for example, will be complemented by your light and vice versa. So one is usually darker than the other. Darker. That means like the work that they're due. Like you could be a light worker and everything is God and love and light, and the other person's sitting there doing some black magic behind the curtains, under the table, doing some fuck shit. But that's how it usually is. And because the twin flame mirrors you, you're likely very aware of how your relationship highlights and shadows theirs. Your insecurities and doubts are amplified. The purpose of your twin flame is to support and to help you with your divine mission and purpose. So you're supposed to help each other. You're supposed to help each other be better human beings. So often this type of relationship will reflect your problems and deepest insecurities so you can work through them to heal and grow. They feel magnetic. From the moment you meet, and still to this day, you feel drawn to them physically when they're near you as well as magnetically when you're apart, as though their energy is always with you, always wanting to be closer. I don't know. The relationship is tumultuous. That means they are not smooth sailings, and actually they're usually not. They're usually hard to be in. Being with a twin flame is like constantly being confronted by yourself, namely the parts of yourself you may not like. It can be incredibly challenging, but it's facilitating major growth for the both of you. I get so sick of people's shit. It's like, once I express how I feel and you on some fuck shit, I leave and I don't look back. Like, I get sick of people's shit. That's why I'm alone, right? The relationship is very intense. There's a definite emotional charge between twin flames. And they're often developed quickly because you already feel so familiar. Because you're so connected at a soul level, you feel things deeper, which often makes more intensity and passion. You keep coming back together. The chase is most definitely a part of the twin flame relationship. At some point, you may want to walk away out of fear, anger, you name it, but you'll often come back. If you're in an on and off again type of relationship, it could be with your twin flame. You'll find that things just keep bringing you together in random ways. Could be months, years, even decades. You'll always find a way back to one another. I'm just not set up to go backwards. So it's like, if you can't make it to the here and now, then you're not meant to be in my future at all. And that's how I see it. But this is the twin flame connection. Let me not be negative. But when you find your twin flame, there's a certain larger than life quality that likely feels divine or predestined. There is a feeling that you have been brought together by a higher power, and that creates a very strong bond between the two of you. These can also be karmic relationships. You have to know the meaning of a karmic relationship. So, because I could just say karmic and you don't know what karmic means, then you're going to have a tough time with that. I'll make a video about karmics. But 10, you have an almost psychic connection. You and your twin flame can likely communicate with just a glance, and you always know what the other is thinking. You may even feel each other's emotions or symptoms. Wow. They push you to be and do better. Like you do want to be a better person because this person is so good, and so you want to be better. They make you better. Because twin flame acts as a mirror, they challenge us to do better, and often sometimes your purposes are aligned in a way that pushes both of you to new heights. It's a very expansive relationship that promotes a lot of growth. There's 8 stages of a twin flame relationship. I've been through it, and they never pass. They fail the test. So is I'll tell you. Number one is yearning. Before the two of you meet, you will have the awareness that your other half is out there for you. There's deeper longing in this phase, and there will be inner work during this phase to prepare you for meeting your twin flame. So once you meet, your world will be rocked. Prepare to fall fast. When you meet, it is an insane instant attraction. You often can't keep your hands off one another and think about and want to spend a ton of time with each other constantly. The honeymoon phase. Yes, twin flames can have a honeymoon phase too. In this phase, your relationship is new, meaningful, and positive. How long it lasts depends on the couple before challenges start coming through. Stage 4, challenges. Now the challenges come. Sooner or later, core wounds emerge and differences arise in the relationship. Often, these challenges are a reflection of the soul work the two of you need to do on your own. It's often not about improving the relationship, but rather improving yourself. The test. Every relationship is tested to see if you're meant to be together, or you just let it go. Stage 5, the test. Your love will be put to a test as you start to dive deep into your shadow sides. All your insecurities will rear up as you start to question yourself and each other. In this phase, one partner may avoid the other or even abandon the relationship while the other feels emotionally insecure. This is where attachment issues arise. Oh, stage 6, the chase. The chase, also called twin flame separation, is a big part of many twin flame relationships. Some will also walk away. Twin flame relationships have a ton of push pull. Part of the chase is the reward for each person, but there will be a time when one partner will pull away, and this causes separation. You just don't want to deal with the nonsense. Like, ugh. I'd rather have everything new and be happy with somebody new, somebody that's not stressing me out. Back to twin flames, right? Stage 7, the surrender. The chase can go on for years, but should the two of you work through all your triggers, insecurities, and challenges, eventually you may come back together. This is the surrender into the relationship and big picture for you both. You accept and allow each other to be who they are, flaws and all. This is where you come back again. And then stage 8, this is the last one. Coming home. And finally, once you fully surrendered and accepted your destiny, your life begins and balance feels restored. Shared meaning is created, and there is more empathy and understanding in the relationship. In this stage, you support each other and continue to facilitate growth for one another. Wow. That's the twin flame. So it's a lot. I don't know. I guess I'm just not too positive about the twin flame relationship or encounter, but everything is spiritual. So it's a spiritual relationship. It's a spiritual connection that you have with a person. It doesn't happen with every person that you meet. You only get one. You only get one twin flame. But it's so tumultuous. It's like so hard and so heavy, and it's so uncomfortable. It's like you're not happy. You're not happy in the relationship, but then you want to make it work. Like, I'm not happy. I don't want to make it work. Like, I'd rather leave. I'll be fine by myself. and peace of mind. A soulmate is nice. A soulmate is a nice relationship to be in. Soulmates, anyone can be your soulmate. So you don't just get one. This article is from August 27th, 2020, so it's not that old. And it's 18 signs you found your soulmate. So, with a soulmate, love is bomb. It's an amazing feeling to be so happy and so comfortable with a person, especially when those feelings are reciprocated. That means that you feel the same way. Like the feelings are mutual. Like you like me, I like you too. Like, oh my God. But how do you know if your significant other is the one, if they are your soulmate? Well, many people don't believe in soulmates. It is nice to think that there is someone out there, or a few people even, who is ideally matched for you. Wondering if your bae is perfect match. Here are 18 signs that will help you know if you found your true connection. Like, oh my God. Do you believe in soulmates? Yes, definitely. I think people can be perfectly matched for one another. Then others will say, nah, that's some fairy tale lies. They don't believe it. They don't believe it. Like, it's a spiritual thing. So you have to be spiritual. You have to be aware. You have to be knowledgeable of things. A lot of people just don't know. They're just going through life and then they don't know anything. They just, I don't know how you say it, like limbo. Limbo. They don't know what they're doing, where they're going. Soulmates. But let's go into soulmates. Soulmates is a good one. You just know it. Number one, you just know it. There's no test that will help you determine if you found your soulmate or not. To figure it out, you just have to know it. You have to feel it in your gut that this person is the right one for you. I know it sounds silly, but when you get that feeling, you know what it means. You should feel energized by their presence, comfortable enough to completely open up. You want to tell them everything. And just giddy with love. Of course, connections manifest themselves in different ways for everybody. You get all happy and you want to tell them all your stuff. And they get all happy with you too. They want to tell you everything. Honesty. Honesty is like the biggest thing. Number two, they are your best friend. A friendship, being friends first, is the best foundation for any relationship. Why do you think so many rom-coms are about two BFFs who come together? If you are in a trusting, positive friendship with your soul, that is an amazing. No, with your friend, with your BFF. It could be trusting, positive. It's all good. Like everything is just good with with your friend. You feel a sense of calm when around them. Like you're calm, like you're happy, like you're at peace. This is three. You spend so much time with your significant other, so being with them should make you feel at home and at peace. Of course, there will probably be butterflies and nerves at first, but but after you get comfortable with each other, and it would just feel natural to be together, like to like each other. Like, oh my God. You have empathy for them, like you feel for them, like you have all this care. And anyway, let me just read it. When you fail a test, as you might as well have failed it, because in a sense you feel each other's feelings. Empathy, that's like an empath, feeling each other's feelings. Seeing them upsets you. That's true. But conversely, you share in each other's happiness. No one is more proud of you than your bae. Yes. And when they succeed, nothing makes you happier. That's so true. Like, it makes me so happy to see you win. I'll be like, look at my baby. He's so smart. You respect each other. A relationship is nothing without respect. If doesn't admire you for who you are, they're probably not your soulmate. Like if your person does not admire you, does not respect you, that person is probably not your soulmate. Your soulmate should regard your feelings and ideas and not write them off. They should appreciate and love you and always treat you well. That's a soulmate. It's like they'll just be good to you. They'll always be good to you, always respect you, always love you, always want you around. It's just so nice. Like, oh my God. You balance each other out. You don't have to be a replica of your person to be soulmates. You can have two different temperaments. Like one could be loud and obnoxious, and the other one is quiet and a nerd in a book. But you make each other better. Different temperaments, upbringings, and backgrounds, and you still meant for each other. The important part comes when you see how you two, as a very different people, come together. Like you could be so different from each other, but it's like you're so different and you still come together as one. Does your chill nature complement their anxious demeanor? And does your love for environmentalism match well with their interest for engineering? Basically, they are your yin to your yang. They make you better. You agree about the important things. You have never been able to decide what TV show to watch together or what toppings to get on the pizza. But when it comes to important things in life, you totally agree on the same page. Yeah, so yes, I'll say yes to that. You agree about the important things in life. Number 8, you share the same life goals. Like you have the same things in common and you want the same things in life. Speaking of the important things, when it comes to life goals, you guys have similar plans. I'm not saying you both want the same career, you want to go to the same college. It's saying that you both agree on where you want to end up after school or whether you want to start a family. Obviously, there will be disagreements, but you guys agree on the big stuff. That's a pretty good predictor for long-term happiness with your partner, with who you choose to be your partner. Number 9, you challenge each other. Your soulmate could bring out the best in you, and that means pushing you a little to become the best you can be. You should admire and respect your bae and who they are, but you should also motivate them to reach their goals, to try a little harder when they need a nudge and aid with their personal development. Relationships are all about growth, and soulmates help each other grow. I love my person. Like he's just so good. Like motivates me. It makes me happy. I want to be around them all the time. Like I'm just happy to have a good person. You can totally be yourself. So I could say that I could be myself. Like I don't feel like I have to pretend to be somebody that I'm not, because it's like I feel myself when I'm around my person, my soulmate. He's just like everything. You can totally be yourself. There's no faking it when it comes to your soulmate. You can be totally yourself around them, and you know they'll love you for you. You share your guilty pleasures, your weird your weird quirks, your deepest secrets, and you know it will just make them love you more. Like, oh, that's so cute. You fight for the relationship. Relationships aren't always easy, even between soulmates. But you two work hard for your relationship. This often means compromising, working on yourself, or taking tough issues. Maybe your jealousy has become a problem, so you talk to a therapist about it. What? Or they quit smoking because it's important to you. The fact that you two are showing that you're willing to take these steps is a sign you're soulmates. Oh, number 12. I thought it was just 11. It's 12. Okay. You understand each other's emotional language. If you don't know what your love language is, stop right now and take the quiz. Basically, there are 5 love languages, aka how you experience love. Maybe your love language is words of affirmation. So it means so much to you when your partner tells you how much they love you. On the other hand, their love language might be physical touch. So they like to show their love with cuddles and kisses and hugs. That's the touch. There could be a disconnect if you don't feel as loved because you're not hearing it 24/7. You can totally be with someone who has a different love language than you. You just need to understand the ways that you both express love and what to expect from each other. Okay, love languages. So you can have different love languages. 13, you're each other's biggest fan. So that's like your cheerleader. Like I'll be your cheerleader and he'll be your biggest fans. Your partner should be rooting for you constantly and vice versa. Their wins are your wins. Like, yes, babe. Meaning when they hear big news, you're just as excited as they are. If just seeing your babe happy makes you happy, that's something special. So yes, that's nice to have somebody that actually cares and wants good things for you. That's amazing because not everybody wishes the best for you. They'll sit there and eat your mind and play with you. But a soulmate won't do that. If you feel each other's pain, on the other hand, when something's not so great happens to your bae, you're just as sad. If they get rejected from their dream school, you may just have gotten rejected too. You want the best for your babe. So if they get bad news, you feel it just as much. That's true. That's true. There's intense chemistry. Of course, the physical aspect of a relationship is important, and with you and your babe, there is a physical attraction. It's definitely there. Sometimes you feel like you can't keep your hands off each other, but you're also very respectful of each other's boundaries. Like, you're there for each other. Yes, being in a relationship is a lot of fun, but soulmates are there in good times and in bad. Meaning, when you're going through something tough, you know you can count on your bae to be there with you through it all. That's awesome. And you can talk and it's nice to have someone that's there for you, and it's just nice. You're secure in your relationship. It's totally normal to get jealous, but you should have 100% trust in your soulmate. No one will get in between you, so your bae can go off and hang with friends. Maybe go to a party you have to miss. You know nothing will happen. You just want to be around. Number 18, you just want to be around each other. So 17 is like you're secure in your relationship and you trust your partner, like you trust them. 18, you just want to be around each other. You don't always feel the need to elaborate dates, though you do that anyway. Just being around each other is the best. You sit in silence and just feel each other's presence, and it lifts you up. Oh, so soulmates is nice. Everything about a soulmate is beautiful. It's nice. It's amazing. So I like a soulmate. I like a soulmate better than a twin flame, I'll tell you that. And we went into the kingdom spouse first because the kingdom spouse, they make it seem like it's so important. Like a kingdom spouse is so important, but it's important to divine authority because you're both divine masculine, divine feminine, and then you come together and it's like God's plan, God's will. You can be different, but you come together, connecting God's purpose. Like there's a purpose. And a kingdom spouse is connected. I didn't know that. It's connected to the Bible and it's like holy, it's like sacred, it's like very, very important. And it's the glimpse, they even have it, like you would think about it in reference to the Bible. Let's see, because they have books about a kingdom spouse, how to know if you're in a kingdom marriage. Wow. They even have a glimpse of a kingdom marriage in modern Ghana. In Ghana, that article was in 2017. A kingdom marriage is not just about being married through a Christian ceremony. So it's not just Christian, but it's godly. It's a godly marriage. I'm gonna check the Ghana article. It's just to see because I did see it, and then it's in reference to Christians, but it's in reference to the Bible and Christianity. So, everything is connected. Like, I didn't know how connected things were. Spirituality is like, it's all connected. I don't want to read the Bible. Then the Bible is connected to everything. Jesus Christ. I don't believe in none of that stuff. I just believe in God. But then it's all connected. So it's like you got to learn it. If you want to know spirituality, you have to know all these things that you don't you don't believe in. You gotta read up on it so that you can be more knowledgeable. Because if I want to talk about it, I need to read the Bible so I can read a verse and I'll know where to find it. Like it's Romans 14:17. Like I would have to know certain things. I'm just beginning my journey. And then I was I started learning on my own. I didn't follow a book. I didn't follow people or things. It's like I just went through it on my own. And then I go through things, and then I'll Google is my friend. So I'll look it up to see what's out there. Like, is anyone else going through this? And then that's when I discovered there's articles on it, there's stuff on it, and then I'm going through the articles and I'm looking through this stuff. And then it talks about the Bible, it talks about God, it talks about the church, it talks about all this stuff that I'm not into. Like I just believe in God and I pray and and I have my faith. But to it's all connected. It's like one source. It's all God. The church, Bible, Christianity, all the religions, everything is connected. Once you do your own research, you will find so much more out and you will be better off. But this video, I be trying it. I be trying not to make it so long, but damn. I went into, what was it? Kingdom marriage, kingdom spouse. I went into twin flames. And I went into the soulmates. The soulmate is my favorite. So, thank you for clicking on my video. And I'll chat again later. Bye.